play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. Don't make me jog your memory. I did upgrade, you didn't upgrade it. The world, how they forgetting me. Please make it make some sense to me. How you talking about the greatest, still ain't greatest, still ain't mention me. Them bands, I want the symphony. 15 in it, wasn't instantly. Lately I've been catching plays, it's like it's meant to be. I got rich in the pandemic, meant to be. Don't do too much, I keep it simple. You clout chasing, trying to make the people feel you. Boys need to slow it down, I'm talking real screw. Penthouse at the top with the clear view. Oh, look, I don't like your energy, I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. You not my kind, I know kin to me. Heard you told my girl about all of them that's DMing me. Why they hogging up the recipe? Heard they talking like I can't let Ken Wallace get ahead of me. Know your heart full of jealousy. All that acting tough, damn, this must be a parody. Okay, 1-on-1 ain't no comparing me. Okay, wait, 2-on-2, that's like 4, they be sharing me. Okay, they working like the rent dude. Rent got them doing, that's what I'm into. Yeah, if I'm in it, then I own it, not a rental. No, I've been plotting on the lamb and the Benz cool. Yeah, oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't like your energy, I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Baltimore Ravens. Austin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. And if you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. To throw is Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 40. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He'll go right back to Tunyon. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. So we see it right here on the opening drive. Throwing the football in these snowing conditions is going to be very, very tough. You wonder if they're going to rethink the aerial attack going forward.
It will be interesting, and it'll be a debate because most of the quarterbacks that we know, they believe they can throw through anything. They don't care if it's rain, snow, it doesn't matter as long as they get a chance to throw the football. And I think a lot of coaches think that in these conditions, let's throw it early before things get worse.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go again with Dobbins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too. It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job. Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now it's Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete. But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 32. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down. Fourth down, here's Jackson. That's into the hands of Prochet. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like. Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. So the drive will continue. After the conversion on 4th, they'll work from the 20 on 1st down. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready. And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson on the move to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll get that out wide to Duvernay. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
In motion, the tight end. 2nd down, another shot for Jones. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Now Rodgers. And Watson has it right side. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Second down and goal. Rodgers. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Now Rodgers. Touchdown! Aaron Rodgers finding Christian Watson. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Crosby with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you're doing like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 61 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Jackson on first down. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up for the first and goal.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Throwing is Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Jackson will keep it, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this 2nd half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Rodgers going to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On second down, it's Jones. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Packers.
So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense? Well, they've got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews.
And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down.
They're going for it with Dobbins.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. In motion left is Cobb. On first down, Rodgers. Caught by Cobb.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
It's the pickup of 3.
Off the option, it's Jones. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 46 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
After the run by Jones, here's first and 10. To throw is Rodgers. This is caught. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Rodgers with a keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out
as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, Jackson.
That is caught, Rashad Bateman.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 27 yards there, a first down. I love that play, because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Jackson now. Looking sideline, incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Hey, Ozzy, sit up! No.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. Now a first down carry by Jones. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On second down, it's Edwards. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On third down, Jackson. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because they're in.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Jackson. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
And he'll just get rid of it.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Report! Hey! Hey, shot!
Now Jackson.
Open man is Duvernay.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And Jackson throwing once more. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, and that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs him. The kicking team gets the football here. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll set up a throw.
That's into the hands of Prochet.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Jackson on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
James Prochet.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. 72 yards on the ground for him so far. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Rodgers throwing here. And he fins it, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And some room to maneuver. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Packers unable to pick up the first, and the Ravens are going to get the football back.
No surprise, they try to throw the ball on fourth down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
A little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
Get your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Jackson.
He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Meanwhile, here's a shot for the end zone right away, but it's incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. Here's second and goal.
Jackson to throw.
And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Tucker now to add the point after. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So with 13 on the clock, it's time for an onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Rodgers looking to throw.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. I'm whipping in track out with messed up suspension. I drove it so fast that I blew out the engine. I kept it too real ever since the beginning. I play offensive D, I might switch my position. Lil' mama was thirsty, so I had to quench. I'ma drive real fast, cause you know I shoot quick. Just like traffic Kelsey, I be having emotions. Just like a lamb, man, you know I'm exploding. My heart cold, bad, I ain't got emotions. I'm going hard, yeah, you know I'm devoted. We running streets, yeah, you know we control it. She love the kids, she be busting it over. I'm quarterbacking like I'm Kyler Murray. Trying to win, I'm up at practice early. Going crazy, I just real Jersey. It's the first half, and we done dropped 30. We just up to scoring them, boy. I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game.
Money on my mind, head in the game. It's like I scored again, diamonds on them dance. I can hear the music playing with them bands. Crowd going wild, dived in the fans. I'm locking in on a mission, I tell her my vision. You young and she get like me. I got your shorty, she with me. I gave her a jersey, I told her to join my team. It's bad, she go where it's safe. You know how I play, I get to a sack like Frank. You can teach money to fly, I turn it at hop. I catch it and go to the bank. It's crazy, I'm used to the lights, I'm shining so bright. This visor cover my face. You see me working and working, I'm getting it done. And soon they be feeding me grapes. Let's go.
I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. They screaming my name when I walk in the building. Yellow diamonds on me like I play for the Steelers. I'm in the field, yup, just like a Steeler. Oh, this your girl, my bad, had the Steeler. I hop on the beat and I float like a real. I caught a TD, yeah, right across the middle. I'm speaking facts, boy, you telling riddles. Can't hang with the gang, so we had to sit them down. I'm in LA, riding round and around. My dog just called, say he finna touchdown. When I call a play, you won't hear a sound. Hold up, money call it right now. I gotta go and get it, and it don't matter how. All I know is, man, yeah, I'm 10 toes down. I keep my head high and my eyes on the prize. Yeah, my feet on the ground. Let's go. Let's go. I told my boys, it ain't no limits. No. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. Two turned up, turned down right now. Two don't make bad to get around right now. Two turned up, turned down right now. Two don't make bad to get around right now.
Got your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give a nah flex. While you there looking depressed, feel the get up in your chest while I soak up my success, getting tokens for your stress. I be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage, acting real soft like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, but you handsome. You ain't dance on. Tell your boyfriend go and put your pants on. Down, the best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chillers in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting I'm gonzo, headed where the homie live, cause it's on though. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo, so my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong though, that's against a bro code. Headed to his home though, no we living solo. Vertebrae, got this broken to his place. It's shit in his face, yeah, from then I say it's evidence. You entertain my loyalty, didn't infiltrate. The only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. All my anger is a pain, you didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up, then I again. Go. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chillers in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting cold.
I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, For the park and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my who ain't heavy. I'm the best, and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching her, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Working big, and it don't hurt the break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know he missed the know I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mail before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, go.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Cleveland Browns and the Green Bay Packers. Ready to get us started, it's Cade York, and off we go from Lambeau. A fairly short, and look at this, right away a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 42 yards. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. That's complete to Lazard. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Second down at 5.
Over here.
An inside give to Jones. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Cobb. And it's a Packers touchdown. Randall Cobb. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone.
Jakeem Grant on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. This complete to David Bell. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They give the Chubb out of the gun. They find some open field here. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. 2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go option to the short side. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
49 yards rushing for him on their opening drive of the contest, and it's now 1st and goal.
They'll run with Chubb, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
taken at the 15, a short kick. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson, finding room at midfield. And he'll be brought down at the 27. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute...
Rodgers now on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 15.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Browns drive about to get started. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially to skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Eluding the pressure right.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Back to the ground, this time it's Chubb. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
58 yards rushing for him now to this point.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Watson. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Out of the gun, Watson. That's complete. It's Bell.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Right back to Bell, and it's caught once again. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. Touchdown, Browns. Deshaun Watson on target to David Njoku. And the Browns have moved out in front. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
He was brought down at the 26. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Up the middle, Jones. Oh, what a move. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
You block over here. 50. Hey, take 26.
Throwing is Rodgers. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the delay, Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 14. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tonyan. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tonyan, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The return from his end zone is Grant. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10. Watson. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's got him in. Complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson. He's looking deep for Bell. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A final shot before half for Rodgers. That's complete, and once again, it's Cobb. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now Rodgers.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
The Browns drive about to get started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that
point. Again, Watson to keep it.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Pharaoh Brown, a 16-yard touchdown as they have taken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Jones. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Got a man. It's Tunyon. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers showing he's still got a little life in those legs of his. A tremendous run. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. The return from his end zone is Grant. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a... And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I think it's safe to say that the 3rd quarter's not been a whole lot of fun for him. A couple of interceptions thrown. He seems to be a different man here in the 2nd half.
After the INT, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover. But I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
Out of the pistol to give to Jones. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, here's Jones. Gets around him, and he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll go again to Jones. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Off the option, it's Jones.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Jones again. Yeah, this time he'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he stopped at the 1-yard line.
This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Sneak, Rodgers trying to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Browns drive about to get started.
We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach was always saying, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And Watson's going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. Well, I don't know if careless is the right word there, but bottom line, here in the 4th quarter tie game, you can't do that.
You sure can, Brandon, and not only do you give up the lead, now you've got to turn around and punt it away from your own 20 as well. So it's really a double whammy with time starting to become a factor.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now it's Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today. Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though? Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket. Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. They'll try again with Jones. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Rodgers going to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul not only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in. Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Watson eluding the pressure right. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Watson to throw. Completes to Njoku. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Watson to Njoku there for the Cleveland first.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Here's Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. To throw, Watson. And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
A big game there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails. They just couldn't get their equilibrium back.